I'm savage. Classy, bougie, ratchet. Let's go. Geeks was poppin', Master of the Universe, Masterverse, Netflix series, Savage HeMan with Orko. Let's check out the box. The most powerful primate in the universe. Barcode in case you need it. For years it was assumed that Prince Adam can only call upon the power of Grayskull using this sword of power. But what happens if he did not raise aloft his magic sword and still said, by the power of Grayskull? The answer? Savage HeMan. A combination of primal rage and all the power in the universe, HeMan tears through Eternia in an uncontrolled rampage, leaving his friends hoping that Adam is in there somewhere. Alright, so on the back, it's interesting they have a picture of Faker. This is probably, well, it most assuredly is the deluxe Faker that's listed for pre-order everywhere that has no pictures. Yay, we finally know what we're getting. Alright, Mattel, thank you for the nice backdrop. Much appreciated. So I think it was the Origins line that recently released a classic Orko, and I almost bought it, and I'm glad I didn't now, because I didn't think they were going to release an Orko for this line. It's nice that they did, and they threw it in with this pack. So we've got Savage HeMan, we've got Orko, we've got his battle axe, we've got the sword, what's that? Oh, and his spear, and he's got two alternate hands. So they didn't go cheap here. And Orko has a nice clear plastic stand, so he's floating in the air like he should be instead of resting on the floor. Digging it, Mattel, digging it. Careful when removing Orko. He is the only thing in this tray that is strapped in. I almost ripped his arms off because I didn't see it. Closer look at the accessories. We've got our sword. What sort of power? Forgive me if I'm wrong. You know, my memory's bad. Got this spear for chucking. Battle axe. Alternate hands with dirt on the knuckles. Alright, let's check out Orko first. He looks pretty good, and now that he's sitting here, it's making me wish or hope that they release the alternate version of him. Won't spoil it, but if you saw Season 2, you know what I'm talking about. That's the Orko I want to get hold of. Let's go ahead and bask in all of his floating magic glory. Keith Lee. So Orko looks great. Faithful to the cartoon. The paint job is awesome. The hat, they actually make it kind of look worn and weathered and leathery. We've even got this little tree twig hanging out in the back. Look into his eyes, you see the black in his face. It's really good. Looks like his neck piece is movable. It's hard rubber, so you're not going to really get a lot of bend out of there. This back part of the scarf is soft rubber, so you can move that. His outfit is textured, so it looks like actual cloth. And his arms, you only get articulation at the shoulder joint, you don't get anything at the elbows. So he can spread out like such. And then go down on his sides. I think they could have given him some elbow articulation, but I'm not going to cry about it because you're not really going to do too many action poses with Orko. He's just going to make magic. They should have done articulation at the wrist, so that way he could look like he was doing magic spells, because right now he can't put his hand forward. So maybe not elbow, but you definitely should have had something at the wrist. And then his clear stand here. Does it have our... Oh yeah, okay. So there is... Oh, there's articulation at the bottom and the top. So you can lean him forward as such, like he's flying. You can have him straight up. And then there's one up here, so you can also have him leaning way back. Does it go forward? No, it only goes straight up. So this top joint goes straight up and then back. If you want to lean him forward, you got to use that bottom joint. Not bad. Now his head does turn. You do get a full 360. Tilt left, tilt right. He does look down. He does look up. Alright, Orko. Full of surprises. Savage HeMan ships with these open palms. About to yank those out. And there's Savage Adam. That's what I'm going to call him. So he's jumping on the scene. Loincloth, spear, axe. Let's go ahead and bask in his savage glory. Keith Lee. Alright, right off the bat, Mattel made one huge mistake. That face. There's nothing wrong with it. If you saw the cartoon, he does make this face at one point. But for the entirety of the episode, he looks savage and scary. I mean, savage is right in the name. He's holding a spear. He's swinging an axe. But he looks like he's in line to renew his driver's license. Why is that? Yeah, I'll take a number 4 with an extra large Coke and no salt on my fries, please. Body sculpt looks pretty good. They've got shading here, and I don't know if the shading is to accent his muscles or if he's supposed to look dirty because he was savage. But either way, it looks pretty good. I think it's more dirt, yeah, because they've got it on the hinges also. Knees have pinless joints. Elbows have pinless joints. Hasbro, you can do it on every figure. And he's got his size 14s. Alright, looking at that neck, I can tell it's already going to be trouble. If you look up here under the hair, that neck is shooting forward instead of straight up. Let's see about that 360. And you might notice that he's looking downward. That's how he comes out of the box. Yeah, yep, I get full 360 there. Slight lean left. Even slighter lean right. With a little force, you can get the head to go up, and by up I mean straight ahead. But that's as far back as it goes, so there is going to be no true looking up. As far as looking down, we already saw that, how he came out the box. His default position is kind of staring down. Wingspan, parallel to the shoulder. So super annoying to me. These hinges are so shallow that you can't see him unless he's doing this. So when his arm's even like that, you don't know where the hinge is. So I was struggling, fumbling around, trying to get it to move until I was able to find that little hinge there. So be careful with it, because if he ships in the box and that hinge is not facing straight down and you try and yank the shoulder in any direction, you might break it. So look for that hinge first before you start manipulating it. Alright, so he's Buff Bagwell. You don't have to worry about calling HR. He's not hugging anybody. He's got that wide grip. Arms do go wide, parallel to the back. Watch me flex. Full 360 at the shoulder. 360 at the bicep. Nothing at the forearm. 360 at the wrist. Savage HeMan is MCU ready. He can give you that full repulsor blast. Quick, Orko, hold my hand. Kiss the Savage ring. Pinless double jointed elbows. That front section of elbow is tough to move. You're gonna have to loosen them up with some hot water. That's why I didn't even bother to do this arm. But once you get it, you can see that bicep doesn't really block it from bending in, even though he's Buff Bagwell out. And you get way beyond 90 degrees on the flex. He does have an abdominal rocker joint up here. You don't get a 360 out of it, but he does twist. Do get a 360 at the waist though. You can even go halfway. Lean with it, rock with it, and you can roll them all the way around. Nice. Crunch forward. Don't call it a crunch back. Well, he is like a Savage Cro-Magnon, so I guess Standing up straight for him is leaning back, not limbo ready. Alright, so this is as far as he leans forward the thigh joints before the thighs start to spread. Savage HeMan, I can see your woofle. Kick forward, he's not knocking down any doors. Savage split though, he's in full effect mode. Do get 360 at the thigh. You get a 360 at the calf, which is sweet. Always helps with balance. What about those feet? Oh, full 360 rocker at the foot. I'm surprised. A lot of the elite figures don't do that. Booyah. Double jointed knee, gets that flex. Looks like he can kick his butt. Ooh. Oh no, thigh move a little bit. Let's see. Let's try it again. Yeah, we'll say yeah. Even though there's a little bit of room for a hair to get in there, we'll say he can do it. Let's not treat him that bad. Because of that poor forward thigh range, we're not going to say he's a prancer at all. HeMan, not quite a dancer, but he's doing alright. That toe point's way down, just about flush with the calf. It's the pointing up where he gets you. You don't get a lot of range pointing up. Master of the Universe, Masterverse Revelations, Savage HeMan is so tall. How tall is he? He clocks in at 7 1/4 inches. Way taller than Scareglow. And I don't know the lore, so somebody let me know in the comments. I remember Scareglow being pretty big in that cartoon. So I don't know if this scale is accurate or not. Something just doesn't seem right to me. But hey, it works. He's savage. He's huge. I get it. Scale's perfect for a Battle Cat though. Honestly, this is who he reminded me of in the cartoon. Just to show how big he is, that's the Marvel Select black and gold 7-inch scale Spider-Man. He brings it next to the Great One. And there he is next to Marvel Legends Hobgoblin, who I put him there because I have to apologize to him. I dogged him out in my review a little bit, but I really like him. He's grown on me a lot, but we'll talk about that later. And there he is next to one of my favorites, Red Hood. There he is on top of Battle Cat. Alright, Mattel, Master of the Universe, Masterverse Revelations line, Savage HeMan Orko 2-pack. What do you think, guys? I like it. What are the cons? What don't I like? First of all, the head articulation. First of all, the head sculpt. I won't even say it should have come with 2. I just don't think it should have come with that one at all. Because that head sculpt just, makes no sense with the character. Secondly, the head articulation. I wish he could move it around a little bit more. It's a little bit stiff. His legs, they don't quite close all the way. I don't know if you saw when I was standing up, there's always kind of a gap. But other than that, I think he's pretty good. Those shoulder hinges, the hidden ones, those are a little bit annoying too. But I like the sculpt of the body. I like the accessory it comes with. I love the Orko. I think he's a good size. I think they got the proportions right on the muscles. He looks pretty good. Comes with enough accessories to satisfy even the most picky people like myself. So, I recommend him, despite the face. I should check eBay, see if anybody's doing some 3D printed faces for him. Alright, so sound off. Let me know what you think in the comments. Are you going to pick this one up or are you skipping over it? Make sure to like and subscribe, turn on notifications before you leave. Share a link with a friend if they're into the Masterverse figures or action figures at all. Till next time, Savage is out.